promising you guys all that I will do a gear video. So here goes. Okay, so I'm going to start with what is on the outside pockets and work my way in. I will be carrying these trekking poles. They are Cascade Mountain Tech. They're carbon fiber poles. I bought them at Costco. Sometimes they carry them, sometimes they don't. I have a Grand Wall Equipment ice axe. It weighs approximately 1 pound. I bought this at Valhalla Pure Outfitters here in Nanaimo. That's just in case I slip and fall off a mountain and I can stop myself from falling, hopefully. With luck, I don't need to use it. I have my little tin coffee cup. I really like this because I can stick it on my stove and heat up my coffee and not have to worry about boiling water in a separate pot and then transferring it into a cup. It's a little bit heavier, but I like it. I have a thermarest pad for my butt when I want to stop and sit so I'm not sitting on the ground. Flip-flops for when I want to take off my shoes and get more comfy. This is my electronics bag. Inside my electronics bag, which is waterproof, I have all my double plugs. I have an Anchor 10,000 milliamp charger, and I also have a Nightcore 10,000 milliamp charger. The Nightcore has a little bit lighter of a weight and has the ability to charge through, so I can plug it in and charge another device. I have some Soundpeats wireless earbuds there, so I can wear one and Jen can wear one, and we can listen to the same podcast, or she can sync hers to her phone and I can sync mine to my phone, so we can listen to our own. I have a little Nightcore headlamp, battery powered, rechargeable through USB, and it's nice and light, and it's really good and bright. The beam can actually shine quite a long ways, apparently like half a kilometer away. So yeah, really good for that. A map, there's actually a set of 12 of them, but I'm only going to carry one at a time. I'll ship the other ones ahead. Tula micro spikes. I put these on my shoes when we're in icy, snowy conditions so I don't slip off the mountain. Little chain kind of spikes that clip onto my shoes. They're really good. Once we're through the Sierras, the ice axe, the Tula spikes, and my snow gloves and all that, they will get sent home. Oh, I was going to go inside the bag afterwards. Let's finish the outside first. Here is my little Ditty bag for when I have to go. Got TP. I got my deuce of spades for digging those little cat holes. Little hand sanitizer, all in a waterproof bag. I have a CNOC water bag that holds 2 liters. I have a water filter. It's a Sawyer Squeeze, and I hook that up to the CNOC and filter it into what I don't have right now is a 1 liter smart water bottle. This screws right onto that. I can drink right out of the bottle, or I can screw it onto the bottom here. And yeah, so I can carry up to 5.5 liters of water at a time. In the back pocket here, I have my rain gear. Inside this zippered pouch, I have a poncho that'll go over top of me, keep me and my backpack dry. And it also unbuttons and becomes a tarp. Got some good rain pants here. These ones, I believe, they came from Mountain Equipment Co-op. They're called their Aquanators. Quite breathable, very comfortable. I have a rain jacket. This is an outdoor research jacket. It'll do the job. Inside here I also have a bug net. Actually, it's more than a bug net, it's a bug shirt. I hate mosquitoes. Apparently they're very pesky in Oregon, so I will be carrying that with me. There's this little elasticized string that I will also be carrying with me, when I throw my poncho on, so it doesn't go all floppy like a big skirt and balloon over my head. Then I can just cinch it around my waist. I also have in the top pocket a Ditty bag, which contains a whole bunch of good important stuff. I have a cork ball in there, so when I have sore feet or sore muscles, I can rub my feet on that, or get Jen or myself to rub it wherever the hurt is. I have a little bag here. This is my bear hanging kit, if and when we need to hang food. I have some paracord, 50 feet of paracord, in a little bag that I can throw a rock in, up and over, and hang up the food. Got a little crystal-like container here, hard-sided plastic. Inside there are a pair of glasses, cleaning cloth for those glasses, contact solution, and in another spot I have a contact case, but it doesn't quite all fit in this. This is my kind of daily hygiene package. Inside here I have some baby wipes, and I have some dental floss. I have a little bamboo toothbrush. I was going to go for the really shorty, but I don't want to stick my dirty fingers in my mouth. I have some toothpaste, some wax earplugs because I don't like the foam ones, they hurt my ears, so the wax ones work apparently. There's my contact case. I have some Dr. Bronner's concentrated soap for washing my hands or washing my clothes, if whatever desire. I also am bringing some laundry soap sheets for laundry days. I'm only bringing 2 to start. I'll ship the rest ahead a couple 100 miles and pick some more up and resupply. I don't know how many days I'll wash laundry, but we'll see. A couple elastic bands because you never know when you might need an elastic band, as well as I am going to be bringing some down booties because I get cold feet and they kind of are loose around the ankles, so those can cinch up my booties on my ankles. Some nail clippers because you need those. In this bag I got some Tylenol and some Mercindol, which is basically like Robaxacet with a little bit of T1s in there, nice muscle relaxant. An extra big Ziploc for when I want to do some laundry wherever we happen to be. Just put a little bit of water in there, a little soap, and swish it around and hang dry it on my backpack. In my emergency first aid kit, I have a little bit of pseudo-creme for those little bits of rashes, stuff like that. I have a gauze pad with a needle and thread. There's the thread, just in case I need to pierce some blisters or sew up a patch or something like that. An emergency blanket, just in case I get really cold. I know there's a few just in cases, but you always pack your fears, right? I have 5 full sets of contact lenses, one for each month that we're on the trail, and I'll start off the trail with a fresh one. A few band-aids. I have 25 water tabs just in case my filter decides to crap out. 4 Benadryls just in case I get stung by a wasp because I'm allergic to wasps. Benadryls seem to work. I don't need an EpiPen luckily. A little bit of Imodium just in case. I got some Leukotape. That's apparently supposed to be really good for if you get blisters, or to prevent blisters if you get some rub spots, some hot spots. Put that on before you get those. And it can also be used for holding things together or patching and all that. I also have a patch kit, or patch for my sleeping pad. Hopefully it doesn't get a hole in it, but if it does, then with luck I can take a little piece of that and patch it up. A couple butterfly strip band-aids, and last but not least in this bag are 2 O-rings for my Sawyer Squeeze water filter because apparently those break down. Okay, that is, oh, I lied, that's not everything. I also have my tent stakes, and the tent stakes are also Z-packs. There's 10 of those to anchor our tent in. And also in this bag, 2 of these little black caps. They will attach to the tent and then go on top of my poles to help pull out the side walls of our tent and give us a little bit more head space. inside the backpack, of course, we have a tent. This tent is a Z-Pack's triplex. It's a 3-man tent made out of Dyneema Cuban fiber, also known as DCF. Very waterproof, single layer tent. Less than a pound for that. With the stakes and everything, it's just over 1.5 pounds. I have a waterproof Dyneema food bag made by Z-Pack as well. Inside there is an odor-proof bag to keep away the rodents and bears, also called an op sack. Inside that's where I'll stash all my food, try to keep odors away. I'll also stick all my smelly stuff in there, like toothbrush, toothpaste, anything that's smelly I will go in there before I go to bed at night. Inside here I have my stove and pot. So pot, this is a little cozy that goes on the bottom, so after I boil some rice or some noodle dishes, that can go on the bottom, help keep some of the heat in there. I have a little bag with my spork, little titanium Snow Peak fork and spoon combination, a mini lighter, which at the moment I have it, but I won't be able to take it on the airplane, so I'll have to buy a new one when I get down to San Diego. A knife, little tiny Swiss Army knife. It's got scissors, it's got a knife, it's got a file, toothpick, tweezers. Who needs a big knife when you got an ice axe to attack any animals that attack you? It's not going to happen though, right? I got a little tiny stove, screws onto the isobutane fuel canister, which again, I don't have one for this video purpose, but I will be carrying one. It's not part of my base weight because it's a consumable, but I'll pick up one of those when we get down to Walmart because we can't fly with it. So yeah, what else do we got? I have a sheet of Tyvek that will go under our tent to protect the bottom of our tent from any little prickly, thorny bits, just prolonging the length of our tent. We'll probably write on the bottom of this, hiker to town, and on the back side of it, hiker back to trail, for when we're hitchhiking. This is a Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch foam pad. It'll have a couple uses for me. It'll go underneath my sleeping pad to protect it as well from any thorns that might get in there and pop my mattress, as well as I anticipate on using this to do some yoga while we're along the trail. I have a waterproof bag inside here that keeps all my clothes and everything dry. I have a clothes bag that has all the clothes I'm taking, a pair of Paradox merino wool base layer pants for those cold nights, cold mornings, a pair of Saks shorts. They have a liner in them for when we're in town and we need to go to a hot tub or the pool or whatnot, laundry day. I have some snow gloves for those cold Sierra nights, maybe even cold desert nights, who knows. Maybe first thing in the morning my hands might get cold. I will ship those back home once we get through the Sierras. My toque, we need a toque. Here's my Cloud Veil merino wool base layer shirt. It'll keep me warm as well. Some Darn Tough socks. One pair there, and I should have another pair. There they are. Another pair of Darn Tough socks. I like the medium cushion. Some Smart Wool boxers. They're made out of merino as well. And then here's my little my booties. They're just synthetic down. They keep my feet nice and warm at nighttime. Also, I will be wearing a pair of Icebreaker merino boxers. I will be wearing these North Face pants. They're zip-offs. They have a little bit of elastic in the waist, and they also have these amazing drawstrings so I can tie them up. I can't stand wearing a belt when I'm hiking. Smart Wool t-shirt. Made out of merino wool as well, and I can wear it for a week and I barely stink. Let's see. This shirt here, it's an REI brand. Just a fairly lightweight long sleeve shirt to protect me from the sun while we're hiking through the desert, so I don't burn myself. These are Dirty Girl gaiters. They go over top of my shoes, keep all the sand and dirt and pebbles out of my shoes. I will also be carrying this here puffy jacket. It is Enlightened equipment, nice and warm. Oh, apparently I have another pair of socks in there. Those will be the pair of socks I am wearing. They're also darn tough. A couple buffs. I always carry 2 buffs. One is for the purposes of wiping the sweat off my forehead and all that. The other one is going to be utilized for a couple things. It's going to be a pillowcase, so I don't have a dirty pillow all the time, so I can toss this in the wash and wash it, as well as it's going to be used for wiping the inside of the tent down or whatnot. This hat that I'm wearing, it's also coming. It's outdoor research. Folds up nice and small, so if I just decide not to wear it, these sunglasses on my face, just pick those up. Cheap $12 sunglasses, they're coming with me as well. My sleeping pad, it's a little bit heavier. I'm kind of a princess when it comes to sleep. I need to have some good sleep. My body hurts all the time. Yeah, this mat, it's a Thermarest Pro Light Plus. Self-inflating. You just undo the valve and it inflates probably 90% of the way. You give it an extra few blows and it blows up really good. I love it. Nice and comfy. It's got an R rating of, I believe, 3 or 4 or something like that. I could be wrong. I'll correct that in the notes at the bottom of the screen here if it's wrong. And then a dry bag at the bottom, Sea to Summit, keeps my sleeping bag nice and dry. It's also an Enlightened equipment quilt. I can undo it and zip it up, make it like a sleeping bag. I can also zip it together with Jen's and we can make a giant quilt or a giant sleeping bag, whichever we prefer. And I made a homemade custom pillow, dissected a pillow and then sewed this one all up. It's a little heavy, it weighs 9 ounces, but again, I need my precious sleep. So that's everything that's in there. So back to the beginning here. This is the Osprey Levity 60. It's a lightweight backpack. It still has a frame in it, so it's not ultra light, but it only weighs 1.89 pounds. It's very nice, very comfortable. Then I have my Fanny Pack. Inside my Fanny Pack is my gimbal and my camera that I'm filming this video with. The gimbal itself is DJI Osmo OM4 for the iPhone. Works well, at least I hope it does. Should be filming this right now. Pair of gloves, because when I go to stick my fingers in my eyes for my contacts, I want to hopefully have some clean fingers. I have some contact drops just in case my eyes get really dry and dusty. Some lip balm, some gum, a bag for my camera and stabilizer just in case it starts to rain, and of course my passport, and then a little pouch with my permits, my fire permit and my PCT hiking permit. Oh yeah, I also have a little comb in here, that way I can comb the hair that I don't have, and of course my beard. But other than that, shoes on my feet, they're Brooks Cascadias. Inside these, I have Super Feet greens. They work really well for me. And then I have a Garmin watch that can monitor the weather, altitude, all that. So yeah. So now you know what I'm going to be bringing. And we'll just walk from trail town to trail town looking for food, pretty much. Thanks for watching, guys.